In a world shaped by forgotten wars and fallen empires, this is Echobarrow, where history whispers back. So you've heard about the assassination, the July crisis, and that one wrong turn in Sarajevo. But here's the real kicker. How did the murder of one man pull in 6 major powers and start a global war? Why did everyone jump in so fast? Why didn't anyone just back off? Today we're going to break down how Europe's alliance system turned a local crisis into World War I. It's not just about treaties, it's about fear, pride, planning, and a few really bad assumptions. Welcome back to Echobarrow, where history whispers back. Before the first shots were fired, Europe in 1914 was already super tense. Countries were armed to the teeth, nationalism was everywhere, and empires were clashing for influence. People called it the powder keg of Europe, just waiting for a spark. The assassination of Franz Ferdinand was that spark. But the explosion? That came from the alliances. There were 2 major alliances in place. Triple Alliance: Germany, Austria-Hungary, and Italy. Triple Entente: France, Russia, and Britain. Sounds straightforward, but here's the thing. These weren't all ironclad defense treaties. Some were informal, some were secret, some were straight up misunderstood. But what they all did was create a chain reaction. If one country got attacked, their friends would jump in, or at least feel like they had to. After Franz Ferdinand was assassinated, Austria-Hungary blamed Serbia and wanted revenge. They gave Serbia an ultimatum, basically a list of impossible demands. Serbia agreed to most, but not all. Austria said, "Not good enough," and declared war on July 28th. But Serbia had a big protector: Russia. Russia was the self-declared guardian of Slavic nations. Serbia was like their little brother. So when Austria moved in, Russia started mobilizing, moving troops toward the border. They didn't declare war yet, they just got ready, in case. But back then, mobilization equals threat. There wasn't much difference between getting ready and actually attacking. Now Germany had promised Austria-Hungary their support, what historians call the blank check. When Russia mobilized, Germany saw it as a provocation. They figured war was coming whether they liked it or not. So Germany activated the Schlieffen Plan, their strategy to fight a war on 2 fronts. It said, hit France first, fast and hard, through Belgium, then turn east to deal with Russia. That plan relied on speed, so once Germany decided to move, it was on. On August 1st, Germany declared war on Russia. On August 3rd, they declared war on France. France had strong defenses on the German border, so Germany decided to go around, through neutral Belgium. Belgium had a treaty with Britain, one of those "will protect you if anyone invades" deals. Germany hoped Britain would stay out, but when German troops crossed into Belgium on August 4th, Britain said, "Nope, we're in." Now the war had pulled in Germany, Austria-Hungary, Russia, France, Britain, and Serbia. Italy was part of the Triple Alliance, but stayed neutral at first. They argued the alliance was defensive, and Austria was the aggressor. They'd later join the war in 1915, on the other side. Meanwhile, the Ottoman Empire secretly sided with Germany and would officially join later that year, opening up the Middle Eastern front. Other nations like Japan and eventually the US would get involved too, but we'll save that for a future episode. That's the big question, right? The truth is, every country thought it would be a short war. They believed their alliances would scare off enemies. But instead of de-escalating, everyone doubled down. Pride, paranoia, and war plans with tight timetables made it almost impossible to hit the brakes once things got moving. It was like watching a line of dominoes fall, and no one could stop it. So no, World War I didn't happen because one guy got shot. That was the spark. The explosion happened because the whole system was rigged for it. Alliances, war plans, political pressure, and fear. In the next episode, we're diving into what happened when the guns actually started firing. and how the first weeks of the war went horribly wrong for just about everyone. Subscribe to Echobarrow, hit like, and drop your thoughts below. Was war inevitable? Or could someone have stopped the chain reaction? History isn't quiet. You just have to know where to listen.